Welcome one and all, we have perfect blue skies and quite a contest ahead of us. This really is a feel-good football match. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. Well, we're on the way. Oh, that is a nice touch. Oh, nice touch. Ever so determined. Jensen, can he spark a counter here?
That's good pressing, it's really squeezing everything.
Well, it's ended up in no man's land. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And the counter is on. He's had a hit! He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Jensen. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Tries to pass it through. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And they're quick to get it back. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
It's admirable, but ultimately he didn't know when to look for support.
It's a good ball out wide. Hoisted in. That's an excellent interception. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. He has found a way through. He's having a go! Oh, wonderful! What a goal! A finish of true class! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Manchester United are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Manchester United have reclaimed it. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to save from up here, I know. Out of play for a throw. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. He's got away. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And if you have just joined us, John surely! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
That has been cut short. Yuri going full steam ahead down the left flank.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Oh, such a clever touch. And the finish! He's missed, but not by that far. Foyt. There's the crossfield ball. Aimed in towards the centre. Here's the header! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
Jensen. Some good work on the right flank here. And he was quick to react. And that'll be the final action of the first half. And it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Things are looking good.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Manchester United are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for.
Welcome the two sides.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference.
Out towards the flank. He is just caressing the ball. Big chance! That is decidedly lacking.
Yeah, that was a fantastic run, and it showed how brilliantly energetic he is.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And that's another good win of the ball. Jensen. Shot a goal! And for a moment, time stood still. Team still separated by the game's only goal. He's in a great position here. And they can counter here. Gets a good foot in there.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
550.
Out to the left it goes. And the shot! Strong running down that left flank. That's been cut out, well played. Your impression so far, Jim?
Peter, they're leaving nobody guessing now. This is a decisive attempt to go further.
Decent chance! Jensen, who's looking wide, stood up well to him there. And it's made its way to him. Jensen. Shapes to shoot! Foyt gets a foot in here. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. This looks promising. Picked out brilliantly. Oh, that goes to finish! Well, now it's a race for the ball. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, they can break here. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Manchester United surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
He's found a way through. It's out for a goal kick. Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 9, Mbulu. Number 10, number 11. Coming on the field, number 18, number 19, number 12.
Over to the left. Jensen.
Welcome to modern football. You get hounded by everyone.
Looking to play him in. That has not gone well. So there's going to be another change here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
It's a pretty loose pass. Good ball, good take. Almost there, but it's cold sweats all round. Ball driven towards the far post.
Manchester United can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Can he finish? And yes, it's there! 2 up now, and they are cruising. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Two up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Oh, there's a probing ball.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Shifted it to the flank. Here comes the cross. Nelson. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. And that's it. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result that was of paramount importance. Good enough in the eyes of their people. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face.
So here we are, another day of pride, pomp and polarisation as two tribes representing London and Manchester collide. Arsenal and Manchester United, of course, undoubtedly two of the most illustrious clubs in the English game, recent history perhaps notwithstanding. Whatever the stakes though, these matches are never dull, so strap in. Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave which envelops the team. Genuinely a heavyweight contest, North against South, London against Manchester. It is tribal.
You can always count on there being something dramatic happening when these two come together. But there have been a fair share of grinds too. I'm expecting both sides to try and maximise their attacking threat, because when you look back over the years, the potency has been the big factor with these two teams. And
he's going for goal!
Trossard really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Engages and forces him off the ball. He's a sharp little ball. Chance for a shot! Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead. Simplicity itself.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Manchester United finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Timber. Now Ødegaard. Saka. Ødegaard. Played into space. He's got plenty of space out wide. Oh, shooting chance! Forward it goes. He's not got that quite right. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Trossard. Good ball, good... has a shot! Decent enough try.
Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Oh, that's fabulous. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Ødegaard.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Can he get on the end of this? Saka gets into a good... He's having a shot! And that is doing no harm at all.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. He's through, and can he finish? Oh, what? And he shoots! They want to be quick to recover this. Just not quite happening for him just now.
Manchester United really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue. Manchester United really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
It's a promising position. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. No, that's been intercepted. Looking to play him in. He's in a great position here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Almost half an hour in now. He's had it taken off him. And that's another good win of the ball. Trossard. Nicely aimed pass. Succumbs to the pressure. Arsenal applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts...
Modric! Saka looking understandably energised after his goal. He can run onto that, and he's picked it up out wide. There's the shot! In he goes again! He's scored! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Arsenal are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
And it's Ødegaard. No, it's come to nothing. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. And he's managed to get free. And that interception was most necessary. And he's really put himself on the line here. And we have our very first corner. Arsenal have the chance to go the other way. Played down the flank.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
There's the header! No, not the best of headers. Not the best distribution from the keeper. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Saka. Zubimendi. Timber. Threads one in. Chance to deliver. Climbs up big! And the first half is done. To review the first half.
Manchester United really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
So off we go once more.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
And here's Modric. Rice. Now Trossard. And this is Modric. And he's had it nicked away. Oh, it's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with.
Trossard! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Some resolute defending there. And not the most accurate pass. Over to the left.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example. Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
And the shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
A case now of complete control.
The attendance for this match was 61,052.
Ødegaard did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
The worst choice he could pick. He needed to get his head up and see the outlet to his right.
Zubimendi. Saka. Arsenal looking to pass their way through. Modric puts his foot on the gas. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Gabriel. Now Trossard. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Now it's Trossard.
Oh, really well played.
He's got away. Oh, sweet feet. The cross. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. He's found a way past. Arsenal choosing to make the first change. Saka taking his leave here, having got himself on the score sheet.
Look, you can only give your all, and he's delivered in that regard, and I think the manager has probably just spotted now a little tiredness creeping in, and, you know, if that's the case, then, you know, he's doing the right thing.
Number 49,
And it's hoisted clear.
Number 16, Norgard.
And now they can spring out of defence. Rice. Tries to pass it through. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Trossard proves just a little bit too strong.
Manchester United are...
He's gone for goal! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
And it's made its way to him. Bruno Fernandes stood up well to him there. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And he was quick to react. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And it's gone all the way through to the keeper.
There will be 1 minute added time.
So just 1 extra minute for stoppages. That's that, the end. So it's a quick trip back to the drawing board, and looking at the manager's face, his plan clearly failed to materialise as he intended. Well, how will we look back on that?
Yeah, well, I've been on the losing side in games like this, and I can tell you it really does hurt. It's about the fans, and when you let them down, it hurts that bit more. I mean, you can do all the right preparations,
Welcome one and all, we have perfect blue skies and quite a contest ahead of us. This really is a feel-good football match. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. Well, we're on the way. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Kadiolu gets into some space. Just too much on that. Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. That has been cut short. Gross. Rutter. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Looking for the run. Kadiolu looking to run onto it. Now he's off and running. And he's quick to snatch it back. Rutter! Oh, he's hit the bar! And now they can clear their lines. Driving on and making good progress. Oh, good spread. Bruno Fernandes. And that has put a halt to things. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Mitoma. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Manchester United yet to have an attempt on goal. Played out wide, that has not gone well. Mitoma. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Shot, surely! Not the most accurate pass. And claimed it back swiftly. Can he get on the end of this? It's a promising position. And it's pulled back. And the shot!
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
He's beaten the last man. Gets a good foot in there.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Over to the left. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes. Now Modric. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Foot in. Strong running down that left flank. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And it's Kadiolu. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And that's going to be a booking. Gross. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able... Gross. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Distributed tidily. He is through here. And he's picked it up out wide. Could try cutting inside here. Mitoma. He's through, now is he in? Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Now there's a fine ball. De Kalpa's cross. A mighty effort! It's there! Deep into first half stoppage time, a crucial goal. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the supports have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And please welcome our lads to the field.
And the second half gets underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Kajolu.
This is the time you need that pace.
Bruno Fernandes. No, again, there's no way through. Rutter. Nicely aimed pass. Rutter receives it in a good position here. It's a promising position. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Oh, he's burst through. He's gone for goal! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low. Great defending, strong and determined. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. That's a good run down the left. Mitoma. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. And it's De Kuiper. In with the challenge. Throw in. Engages and forces him off the ball. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Gross. And it's made its way to him. Now the cross. Rutter! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Rutter clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Kajolu goes short. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. That's going right the way across. And it's Bruno Fernandes. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
Toma. He's shifting through the gears here. Takes aim and crosses. Goal kick as confirmed by the referee. Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Substitution in progress.
Gross. Brighton looking to pass their way through.
Kajolu.
Now, can they get him away? Plenty to aim at here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Modric. Bruno Fernandes being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
That has been slung wide. Well read, nice interception. Kajolu. Ruter looking to add to his goal.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And it's Modric. This looks promising. Takes a shot!
They should have expected better.
Time for a change in personnel.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Dunk. And he has been fouled there. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Substitutions taking place.
Gross. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
And he's intervened well there. Ruter. Knocks it into space.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
And he was quick to react. Gross puts his foot on the gas. It's a really well-measured ball. He's found a way through. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
It's admirable, but ultimately he didn't know when to look for support.
And we're done. Manchester United came into this game looking for all 3 points, but in the end they're unable to lay claim even to a consolation prize. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, the way the manager has stormed down the tunnel lends itself to an almighty telling off for such a timid, docile display.
So that's it for today. Thank you, Jim. And good afternoon all.
Let's hope for better luck next time.